Friends, you know that we have a deep, abiding gospel commitment to ending gun violence here in Michigan. And one of the ways that we work to do this as communities of faith are all of the activities that happen for Silence the Violence Month, which is the last part of May, and all of June. On May 31st, here in Detroit, there will be a procession led by the funeral home directors to a local cemetery to remind all of us that they can wait, to remind all of us to store our guns safely so that our young people and our vulnerable people do not get access to them. Then, on Friday, June 5th, Spirit of Detroit, our local leaders, one of whom, like Barry Randolph and other folks from the End Gun Violence Michigan Coalition, will be there at the Spirit of Detroit, putting the big orange End Gun Violence Michigan t-shirt on the Spirit of Detroit. Then, Saturday, June 6th, at 10 a.m., at Church of the Messiah, the place where it all began, we will have our annual Silence the Violence procession. I invite you to come and join me as we walk the neighborhood, remembering all of our loved ones, our little ones, who have died from gun violence. No need for them to have died through a gun. And we will be remembering them. And during the Silence the Violence event at Church of the Messiah, at 11 o'clock that day, Disarmoring Ministries from St. David's in Southfield will be with the folks at Church of the Messiah, and they will be doing a gun buyback program and a gun chopping up program where you then have the possibility of making art. And then, friends, our friends at St. Aidan's in Ann Arbor on June 20th will also be having a Silence the Violence March, 6:30 in the evening. On Wednesday, June 24th, our friends at All Saints in Detroit will have a prayer vigil beginning at 7 p.m. And we do all of these activities to remind ourselves and to remember all of our loved ones who have died, and to implore God to touch our souls, to enable us to make the changes in our communities so that our young people may be safe. Guns are the #1 reason why young people die in this state and in our country, and it is inexcusable, it is a sin, and completely avoidable. Let's get out there and show folks that we can silence the violence.